old wives' tale play an important role in pregnancy? There are quite a few. About 14 plus years ago, I was pregnant with this young child right here. This is my oldest son, Tyler Davis. While I was pregnant with him, there were a lot of pregnancy old wives' tales that I listened to quite closely. Being my first child, I really wanted a boy. So when people would ask me, well, are you carrying high or are you carrying low? It didn't make any sense to me at that point, but everybody told me that if I was carrying high, that it would be a girl, and if I was carrying low, then it would be a boy. I did actually tend to carry low. Come to find out, though, it absolutely has nothing to do with whether you're having a boy or a girl. The only reason that people still listen to it is because there's a 50-50% chance that you're right. A lot of people thought that it was a gravity fact, but it wasn't. And later on in the pregnancy, I did have a lot of heartburn, and I asked other pregnant women or women who already had children if that was normal. And of course, I heard another old wives' tale, and they told me, oh, if you have heartburn, your child is going to be born with a head full of hair. Do you see this head full of hair right here? I mean, the myth isn't true, but how can you not see a head full of hair and think that massive heartburn had anything to do with it? So he was due August the 15th. August 15th came and nothing was happening. I even went to the hospital and they said, I'm sorry, you're not in labor. And I was like, okay. And everybody started giving me their suggestions about, things that would help contractions come or things that would help induce labor. A few of those was walking. Even when I was at the hospital, the nurses had me walk around trying to help things move along. That a lot of people think that walking will help gravity, help bring the baby down and ready to come into the world. It's not a true fact, but it does help with the pain though. And when I went home, I was desperate at that point to hurry up and have this baby. I wanted to see him and meet him. And so my sister-in-law at the time suggested, oh, you should drink castor oil. I would never suggest that to anybody. First of all, it tastes really nasty. So I actually poured it into a glass of orange juice and drank it, desperate to try anything. And sure enough, it did not bring contractions. Did what castor oil is supposed to do medically. And so that was a horrible idea. The next thing was move some furniture. My husband and I at the time were moving into our new apartment, so moving furniture was no problem. So I went home and I started moving furniture. Started putting the crib together and everything. Still, no labor pains. They suggested, oh, you should drive over every bumpy road you could find. So of course my husband and I at the time, we drove down Talbotton Road, hit every railroad track we could find as hard as we could hit it. That still did not help. So a lot of these induced methods are just not fact. They're myths. That's what they are. Some work, some don't work. But as you can tell, head full of hair. Stand up, Tyler. And he's not lacking in height whatsoever. But, pregnancy tales, old wives' tales, some come true, some don't. It's all just what you believe. Thanks.